Hello, everyone. Welcome to all of you to the legal game on the day of December 10th newspaper analysis. This is Kushagra Goyal, your educator for the CLAT examination. Now, I'm doing this recording all over again, and this is why whenever the video is uploaded, it'll be a little delayed because the previous recording got corrupted on the software, and then we had to do an entire recording all over again. So that will be the cause of the delay. But from December 10 onwards, we are doing a couple of new things. So before I did the recording for the day, I took a poll from the viewers in which we asked them about the time when they would want the newspaper analysis recording. In that regard, we also asked them the timing and the medium. Do they want us to go back to live sessions, or they want us to carry on with the recorded ones? Now, democratically, majority of you want to prefer with the recorded one, which provides you all day access with the newspaper analysis. But you want us to do it by 12 noon. Usually there is a administrative lag of almost 6 hours from the time of me uploading it to the time of the analysis becoming available. So we'll try to do it a little earlier so it is available to all of you a little earlier. So that is one thing. If you want to participate and take part in all such conversations, make sure that you join my Telegram channel. That is Kushagra Goyal, the legal game _unacat. I will also be conducting another poll on the channel today, which will be about the backlog days, the days for which I have not done the newspaper analysis because of my sickness. So please make sure that you participate in the poll then. So on that note, let's begin with the newspaper analysis. What is the new thing that I'll be doing every day from now onwards? I will be telling you the day itself. So December 10 is celebrated as the World Human Rights Day. That becomes the important thing. This is something I will now be carrying on with all the days of newspaper analysis. The newspaper analysis will carry a segment for day and date on of that relevant date. Okay, and we will also be once again having another quiz segment for the December month. So the one thing that became very popular with all of you was having live quiz. So on YouTube, we will now be carrying on with the quiz feature for all of you. On that note, let's begin with the newspaper analysis for the day. So the big news from the day is that today the last riots of our late first and India's first Chief of Defence Staff will take place in Delhi cantonment area. And in that regard only, the next following up news is couple of facts that we need to note down. So our defense minister delivered a statement in the parliament telling what had transpired, what had happened. It is the official record before the executive. Because why was it stated before the parliament? For one, the chief of defense staff is an executive position. It is not a constitutional position but an executive position. So that is the key distinction that you have to remember. The second thing is, what were the facts related to the crash? In that regard, the helicopter in which the crash happened, that becomes important. What has been told? That the Mi-17V5 helicopter, this crash will now be investigated by a 3-service team, which will be headed by Air Force Commander Manvendra Singh. He will be heading the investigation. What will he be investigating? The data from the black box, that is cockpit voice recorder and flight data recorder. What are these? Cockpit voice recorder is the data that the pilot and the co-pilot were trying to send to the air traffic command while the signal was lost. So they were trying to connect without ever coming to know that they had lost connection with the air traffic command. The second thing is flight data. Flight data is the altitude, the speed, all of it gets recorded in a flight data recorder. And this can give us an insight. Was the pilot slowing down? What had happened to the pilot? Did something come in influence? Was there damage on the helicopter that the pilot was trying to report? Was there flight damage? Was the weather the one that was responsible for the crash? All these details will be revealed in the investigation. So this is what we will have to wait for. Then on the right hand side is the news related to the farmer protest. So the farmers have now confirmed that they will be calling off their protest because the central government has confirmed to their demands. What were the two other demands that they had made apart from the repeal of the 3 farm laws? That one, criminal cases that were filed against protesters should be withdrawn. So that demand has been accepted, that state governments will withdraw such cases, that is Uttar Pradesh government and the Haryana government. And secondly, compensation to the victims plus a expert committee on minimum support price. So in this regard, there will now be a formal committee to confirm how farmers, for whichever crop they have MSP, they have the support and the price of the produce is always sold at the MSP level. That investigation and confirmation will now be done by the committee. That is what the decision will be about. The farmers will review the event on January the 15th. Okay, so on Saturday, the farmers will begin the process of withdrawal of the protest, the permanent structures and everything, the clearing out of protest sites. So probably in a week, the borders will now mark a memory of a 15-month long struggle that the farmers did against the repeal of the farm laws. Then we move on to the Gujarat High Court. The Gujarat High Court was hearing petitions filed by food stall vendors of the non-veg food. Recently, a drive was carried out by the Ahmedabad Municipal Corporation for removal and seizure of these vending stalls. These stalls were only of one type of food seller, that is non-veg food. So they claimed that there is a violation of 2 fundamental rights that the state has undertaken. What are the rights violated? Those are Article 14 and Article 19. How has this happened? So Article 19 provides you with the freedom to do business, and that cannot be subjected to subjectivity of one community or the other. In that regard, just because one kind of profession hurts the sentiment of certain people does not mean that you can rob the others of this. You cannot decide the kind of business. So for example, I may not like the business of tobacco products, but they are still sold, right? They hurt my sentiment, they cause damage to the people, yet they are provided at certain places, right? Certain state governments have a ban on alcohol, certain states do not. But there is no differential treatment that is happening. Aisa nahi ho raha in states where there is a ban on alcohol. How has that ban been justified and not a ban on non-veg food? Because with alcohol, there is proven health reasons which come into play and public morality. Now, however, in this regard, there is no health risk that is happening. If there is a factual proof that consumption of non-veg food can lead to damage to health, then that can be a valid ground for ban. However, no such reason was given by Ahmedabad Municipal Corporation. The second thing is the violation and differential treatment. While we are treating people with vegetarian food habits as a preferred choice above the non-vegetarian. So under Article 14, the state cannot provide differential treatment. Okay? This is the distinction. Now, the Gujarat High Court has now come up that if similar treatment has been meted out to different other vendors, which has happened in Vadodara, Rajkot, Junagadh and Jamnagar, they can also approach the High Court and get speedy trials for resolution. Based on which articles? Article 14 and 19. That is the key thing that we have to remember. Okay. Then we move on. So these are pictures of farmer removing the structures that they had built. Then on the editorial side, the main editorial on the editorial section is not that important for us. There is only one thing to be noted down there, which is Article 21A. Why is that important? That is important for us because under this now, the main editorial talks about two problems that have come up with education post COVID-19. What is this? Digital divide and the change in educational preferences. Now, students and everyone has moved a little away from formal schooling in the sense of learning at a school building, right? They are being assisted through technology to remote learn. But that has created its own problem, which is the digital divide. That people with better digital connection, internet connection, have access to better facilities in comparison to others. That is the key distinction. It is a policy article, so this is not that important. For us, what becomes important is Article 21A. What is Article 21A? Article 21A states that every child up to the age of 14 years has to be provided schooling. Every child of India has this right. This cannot be denied to anyone. All right. Then we move on to the editorial that matters to us the most, which is tragic loss. So paragraph 1 of it talks about the events related to the crash and what and why this was a tragic loss. So when we lose a person in position of power, we don't just lose that person. We lose everything that they were trying to do when they became in a position of power. Someone who acquires a position of power has immense responsibility and they are undertaking certain reforms. Now that that person is not there with us anymore, that process comes to an abrupt halt. It creates a void that now needs to be filled by someone else. In that regard, the position of General Bipin Rawat, who was the first Chief of Defence Staff, he was the first military executive of India. What is the Chief of Defence Staff? The position, the idea of CDS came up in the year 2000. 20 years ago, we thought of having a Chief of Defence Staff. Why? Because till then, there was a gap between the military and the executive, in the sense that the executive is the decision maker. They are the one who are taking all the decisions related to our military apparatus. Should we buy aircrafts? Should we buy 36 aircrafts or 126? Should we buy 55? All of that is decided by the executive. Okay, they are the decision makers. And the military is the recipient. They also will have certain grievances. Anyone who is working will have certain complaints. They need to be addressed. But there was no permanent position who is connecting the executive with the military. Therefore came the idea of having a Chief of Defence Staff. This was a reform. Who was the person? He was the principal military advisor to the Defence Minister of India. So what was the official job designation of the CDS? He was the principal military advisor to the Defence Minister. The Defence Minister is in charge for all the defence related matters of the country, and hence the Defence Minister gave the statement in the Parliament. Now, General Bipin Rawat was a honest, true talker regarding military needs of India. He was the first person to state that, see, if the Chinese are, it looks like the Chinese are here for the long haul, so are we going to be there in the long haul. That the fact that 50,000 Chinese soldiers are at the border, he stated it looks like they are going to be here in the long haul, which means we are also going to be here for the long haul. He was the first person in India to state that, see, it looks like we are going to have a long winter. This was in 2020 when he had told that it doesn't seem that the Chinese will vacate the positions in the month of winters as was expected. So it became true. The Chinese did not vacate the positions, right? So therefore, his was a personality who stood up for what he believed in. So there is a huge void, and now that void needs to be filled up by the executive. All right. Then we move on. The other editorial here, getting a handle for the Battle of Uttar Pradesh, not that important for us. Political editorial, not important at all. Then is the Omicron shadow. The RBI has kept the interest rates or the repo rate. What is repo rate? Repo rate is the rate at which banks get loans from RBI. Okay, and this has been called as a accommodative stance. If you are someone who has limited idea of these economic concepts, I suggest that you watch my plus course on Unacademy on economic concept. It is a 4 lecture series on all the economic concepts related to it, and it will provide you with a clear cut idea of what all you need to study for economics in the CLAT examination. Now, in that regard, what has this accommodative stance led to? When credit is available at 4%, banks usually lend credit at cheaper rates. So, getting a loan becomes cheap. But when there is cheap supply of money, inflation rises. Things tend to become more expensive. When things become more expensive, it starts hurting the middle class and the lower classes. As things if their income does not rise and inflation rises, they are earning less, or the value of their money depreciates. This is what the editorial is stating, that for third consecutive time in 6 months, one member of the RBI panel has stated that, see, we cannot have this accommodative stance of repo rate. We need to increase them because we need to tackle the problem of inflation. But why has RBI kept the rate so low? RBI has kept rates low because the problem of COVID in general. COVID-19 is not gone. The effects of it on our economy have not yet receded. We still need a lot of high growth. What the editorial then moves on to state is that the fact that no one is doing things the way they were doing because of COVID-19, it is futile to expect that we or the economy will now go back to the trajectories they had prior to COVID-19. Things have changed, and therefore RBI should also recognize that change and change its policy accordingly. It needs to be seen what happens or not. Okay, then we move on. The OPED. Do we need booster doses? So on this, there are 2 pointers that to be recognized. First, what was the objective of vaccines and what was the objective of lockdowns? We did lockdowns because, one, we did not have the apparatus to deal with high number of COVID cases. Therefore, vaccines were the solution to prevent the spread of severe infection of COVID-19. Everyone who has got 2 doses has immunity up to the level of non-requirement of hospitalization from COVID-19. That is the key part related to it. Okay? Because of this, then we do not need, or even if cases rise, breakthrough infections because of Omicron variant, we will not require to go to hospitals. If hospitals are not overwhelmed, then we will not require that many lockdowns. So therefore, if the purpose of vaccines is getting fulfilled, why do we need a booster dose? All right, so this is the discussion. The other side of the spectrum is the pharmaceutical companies. The more vaccines we make, they need money for it. So if we are having booster doses, they will have another year of set production that they have to do. 7 billion is the crowd that they will serve, and they will get huge amount of money. So if we need that money in the first place? If we do not require a product, why should we spend our money on it is the case here. Then we move on the left hand side. Not a compromising position. This is regarding pliant journalism and the fall of journalistic standards. That certain people are invited to certain events to cover them only in a positive light. Those are not the standards of ethical journalism. And then that the parties in power should not expect always pliant journalism or self-praisal journalism. They should If you are big enough, you should have a heart big enough to digest criticism and move on with it. Okay. Then we move on, black box data. What is the data of black box that we need to remember? Cockpit recorder CVR and flight data recorder FDR. ये दोनों boxes किसी हर एयरक्राफ्ट में प्रेजेंट होते हैं और ऑरेंज कलर के होते हैं, बट स्टिल दे आर कॉल्ड ब्लैक बॉक्स बिकॉज दे आर विद इन अ बिग apparatus which stores the data for almost 6 to 8 months if retrieved in time. Okay, उसके बाद क्या होता है कि data starts losing its value. So therefore the black box of this crash helicopter has now been recovered. The investigation agency under Manvendra Singh, the TRAI agency, will now look at the data to tell us what had happened with the crash. Then we move on. Apart from this, more cyclones in Arabian Sea because of the heating of ocean surface, and as earth becomes warmer, we have had more cyclonic depression, which has been confirmed that we will now see more and more cyclonic storms in the future. Okay, then we move on. Bills to extend the tenure of ED and CBI chief passed in Lok Sabha. So Lok Sabha has passed the bills related to the model of 2 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1. That now CBI and ED chief can get 2-year tenures and then 1-year extensions by the executive. Okay, this 1-year extension is solely by the executive. So if they feel you are doing a good enough job, you will get the job for 3 more years. So this will make the person more executive pliant. Okay, someone who wants the job for 5 years would want to be in the favorable side of the executive. Okay, we have already done an episode on this as part of Know Your Parliament series. If you're someone who has not seen that episode, text on the Telegram group. I will share the link of it once again. Okay, then we move on. Sports topped India's Google searches for 2021. So throughout the year, what was the thing that Indians were looking most for? IPL and T20 World Cup. Uske baad Olympics. Then in general, what are the other things that Indians searched or mentioned in their tweets? That was COVID-19 and the farmer protest. Those were the two most important hashtags of the year. ALET and other such examinations do ask such kind of trivia. So please make sure that you note it down. Then we come to the democracy index. So Joe Biden gave a statement at the Summit for Democracy 2021. In that he said democracies need to be nurtured on a daily basis. So what are the facts related to the Democracy Summit that we need to keep in mind? First, the name, Summit for Democracy 2021. Who has conducted the summit? US Department of State. Who heads US Department of State? Anthony Blinken. Here in the newspaper is also Joe Biden, the president, sitting here, and then Anthony Blinken sitting here, the Secretary of State. Okay, so our Prime Minister will be speaking at the summit today. It is a 3-day event. What are the themes of the event? Combating authoritarianism, fighting corruption, and probing human rights. So prevention of 2, that is authoritarianism and corruption. Promotion of 1, that is human rights. So you can remember it by these 3 things: authoritarianism, corruption, and human rights. Those are the 3 things that you need to remember. Okay, uske baad, then apart from this, on the international news, there is the news here of Myanmar troops burn alive 11 civilians. This is the news and continuing horror and signaling by the Myanmar military that you fall in line or you die. That there is no way apart from criticism of us. This is the way ahead. Okay. So in that regard, the criticism on Myanmar and its military has had no effect in general on the way the military has functioned. Okay. Then we move on. Rise in inflation. This is expected, as I told you. We discussed it on the editorial page also. Nothing to note. These figures are not asked in the examination. On the sporting side, nothing to note. Then we come to the text and context. उसके ऊपर the news is the diplomatic Olympic boycott. What is the diplomatic Olympic boycott? If you are one who watched the Tokyo Olympic ceremony, you will see that there are certain sports persons on the ceremony, and then there are certain officials of India, that is of the Indian Olympic Association, Sports Authority of India. Those two officials are also there. They are the diplomats that countries send. Okay, a diplomatic Olympic boycott is when a country decides it will not send any diplomatic representation to the games. US, Canada, Australia, and New Zealand have announced that they will do a diplomatic boycott of China Beijing 2022 Winter Olympics. India and Russia have given a response that, see, sports is sports. Has US stopped trading with China? Have you stopped anything else with China? No. Has China disappeared? No. Right? People are still traveling from China to USA. US people are traveling from US to China. So don't use sporting events to further or highlight any political points. If you want to highlight about human right violations that are happening in China, then you take it up at all other forums. Olympics are about sporting excellence, but they remind the world this of the memories of 1980. 1980 May, the Olympics had happened in Moscow, and the Western world boycotted the Moscow Olympics. 1980 was also the last time India won the gold medal in hockey. So that is a easier way to remember. You can also remember our Tokyo Olympic halls and interrelated. Okay, so Western countries have boycotted the Olympics. So what is the total boycott? A total boycott is that you are not going to attend the summit at all. You are not going to the games at all. Not just your officials, but your athletes also. Your flag is not represented there. You will not compete at those games. So in that regard, this is the memory that is now being stoked with the Beijing Winter Olympics. China is hosting the Olympics again in almost 14 years. They hosted the Summer Olympics in 2008. This is part of them telling the world that, see, we can host these big events without much fuss. So this is the key idea behind it. For us, it's just to remember these two facts. Then we move on. Citizenship question in this Constituent Assembly, constitutional history. आपको NLUs में पढ़ाएंगे when you will study legal history. So you don't have to bother about it right now. Then OTT proliferation. This is all about more regional OTT platforms in India, 40 of them in the general. So it's about them, nothing of note here. So on that note, just remember, tomorrow we will do a quick revision of the Nobel Prizes of 2021, because today in the evening will be the ceremony of the Nobel Prizes all over again. So the ceremony after 2019 is happening for the first time this year. Last year's ceremony did not take place. So we will talk about the Nobel Prizes tomorrow once again. On that note, the notes related to all the classes that I take are available on bit.ly/KUSSGK notes. The link to it is also in the description box. Secondly, all the updates about classes, everything is provided on the Telegram channel, that is Kushagra Goel, the legal game _Unacad. You will find all the data there. Okay, make sure that you connect and subscribe to the Telegram channel so that you are always updated. Now, what to note in today's newspaper? In today's newspaper, Democracy Summit data and about the black box. Those are the two most important news to be remembered from today's newspaper. On that note, I will take your leave. But before we leave, remember that if you're looking for specific information on your CLAT preparation, make sure that you subscribe to Unacademy and download its app. You will not only get access to classes, you will also be able to get your doubts resolved. You will be able to participate in mock tests. Plus, you will be able to do it n number of times anywhere. All the content related to CLAT from the past and the present will be available to you as long as you are a Plus subscriber. And today, you will be able to get a subscription of 6 months but actually get 9 months of viewership. So if you pay just for 6 months, you will get subscription of 9 months. Why will you be able to do it? You'll be able to do it today through Unacademy special offer. So you can use my code, that is KUSSGK, which will give you access to 9 months of subscription on a payment of just 6 months. So don't waste, you are getting 3 months of subscription for free. So make sure that you pay for it today itself. On that note, thank you so much. If you are looking for a batch to start your preparation with, these two events are totally free of cost. You don't even have to pay, just download the app. The Unacademy Law Aptitude Test, the weekly T20 test happen on a daily basis. The batches, the first one is the legal source for 2023 aspirants, and then there is Phoenix batch for 2022 aspirants. Okay. On that note, I will take your leave. Thank you so much, all of you. If you are someone who is new to the channel, make sure you subscribe to it and hit the bell icon so that you don't miss the updates. Do give a like and share the video with your friends if you or you know someone who also needs access to newspaper analysis on a daily basis. On that note, thank you so much. See you all tomorrow before 12 noon.